Hi everybody. So first off, thank you so much for all of the love I've been receiving on my Frankie Stein custom. Oh my gosh, it has been so amazing seeing everybody's comments and just hyping me up and just like really loving what I put out there. So that's really cool to see, and I appreciate it so much, like truly. So the number one thing I keep getting asked is, how did I make the tie skirt? So I'm gonna be so real with you. I kind of winged it. People have been asking for patterns and how to do it. I'm gonna be real, half the time when I make stuff, I don't really use a pattern. Like I do, but I don't, or I'm kind of making it up as I go. Anything I do like end up using a pattern for, I usually save it. So if there's anything that you are curious about, if I do have a pattern piece, I don't have a problem sharing that with you. Unfortunately, the ties are one like I don't fully have a pattern piece for, but I will show you how I made them. So this is the type of fabric that I use to make the ties. It's really thin, it's easy to use and easy to sew, and they're the fabric quarters, and it's 100% cotton. To get the size that I needed for these, I basically just cut within this square. Like I cut across here, and then I went like that too. So I got something that was about this size, which ended up being perfect for what I needed. And then I'll show you the way that I folded these. So I just took, you want to fold these two first, just so you have that point. And then I use these little clips. I got them from Amazon, and I fear I use them on everything. Just makes it so much easier. So after you have like your little points, that's the bottom of the tie, you're gonna take one side and fold it over like this, and you want to do it at a little bit of an angle so it gives that right down here, and so it looks more like a tie. And then I'm gonna clip that bad boy on there. And then for this part, if you want to do this, you can, you don't have to, but I like to kind of fold it over like this a little bit, and then fold that other side over just so it has like a nice clean line right there, and you don't really see it fraying too much. And then after that, I would just go through and feed it through my machine and just do a single stitch going all the way down. The first couple times I tried it, I was like messing up a little bit, but the more I did it, the cleaner they looked. So it's definitely one of those things where you do a little bit of trial and error with it. So after you do that, they're gonna look like this. You'll have these guys just kind of hanging out, doing their thing. And then what I did afterwards is I just put them all together in the pattern that I wanted. And then I just sewed a line through here just so that they all stuck together. And then I could just place them on the material and then sew them on there again. So the stitching is a little bit messy. These were kind of like my practice runs that I was doing, but I honestly was okay with it being a little bit messy for this project because I feel like Frankie Stein like always has stitches coming undone, so I was like kind of just leaning into more of that vibe, so nothing had to be like perfectly done for me personally. But that's what it looks like on the back too, so you can see that fold and everything. But yeah, so that's how I did it. I just put these together and then I just sewed it onto the fabric. And so I just layered them all going up. So I started on the bottom and then just started layering everything up from there. That way I didn't have to worry about like sewing on top of anything or like messing anything up. And yeah, that's how I got her done. There's about 100 ties on here. I initially made about 60 or 70 of each color, and then I know I had to make more. Like I do 2 or 3 more rounds, so I think there's about 100 ties on here. So definitely was time consuming. My husband would come in here and he'd be like, "Are you still making ties?" I'm like, yes I am. I had a vision and it needs to come to life. But yeah, so that's how the Frankie Stein skirt was made. This piece up here is attached to this too, and then her shirt is separate. But yeah, that's how I made her. If you have any other questions, feel free to let me know.